What's up, Hippo lovers on YouTube? We will cover $2,000 Arabia Invitational. Arabia only, the Viper and DauT are facing each other in the semi-final. We're jumping into game number 2 simply because I was initially scheduled to play a different tournament, but apparently people wanted to play 2 tournaments at the same time. And I don't really understand what's happening and why people are overlapping. But, well, good for you is that I will at least cast this series. Now, 1-0 lead, as you can see. Khmer won against the Tar earlier on. Some bans there. And let's go and jump into the action. We have the Viper playing in the yellow trunks. We're already 8 minutes in. But as you can see, 0 kills here. And he is playing with Franks. Trying to wall off the map. Will have some reasonable amount of control, is pushing some more deer. On the other side, Mr. Darko Dautovic is playing in the blue trunks. Nice defensive gold, solid wood lines. Is controlling that right hand side as well. And will have a very reasonable map design here, I would say. Both players playing Pop 21. Thank you for the love in the chat. Obviously, I can be very interactive here if we do a single cast. If you want to broadcast the Arabia Invitational 2 on your channel, you can do it openly. We only ask you to use the tournament banner that you can download below on the homepage. Okay. Then I will, in between those games, add the banner there.
Hey
obviously.
ho, happy hippo stream in Montana mountains with nil-eyed equals great weekend less than 3.
Mario Ovalle, or I heard actually it's pronounced Mario Ovalle, which kind of sounds weird, but that's what Rocky once told me. And I want to give him credit, obviously. Puts the $2,000 there, Spanish speaker. And thanks, Unexpected Paladin and Brain. Welcome, everyone. Scout opening here. Lots and lots of vaults. Scout opening there. And Viper, I think, should be reasonably easily walling that area as well. Opens with some spearmen quite aggressively. Capture Age title says DM World Cup. Oh, boy. Well, then let's correct that one. It is Arabia Invitational... semis, right? I think we can write Invitational as a full name. Arabia Invitational. Yep. Okay. A hunt's better if they get to Cav Archers. Well, with most people I would say yes. I'm not sure how much DauT is mastering those CA, but then again, people that watch Red Bull will say, nearly, what are you talking about? And therefore, I think I personally like hunt a tiny bit more, but I absolutely can see that Franks with their very strong win rate are still considered to be strong. I think it's if someone has an advantage, it's a really slight one. It's clearly that both civilizations have over 45% against each other. I see in Wikipedia that there's so much between DauT and Viper at 21, but there is an AI final, right? Yeah, would be really surprised if there's a show match between those two at 21. That's really confusing to me. I will look that up in between games. No upgrade showing. Welcome. And yeah, I still had the overlay from Deathmatch. Obviously, I didn't really think that I would be jumping onto some casting here, but I think it's some really good content. I want to see that one. I really enjoyed Hera against Tato yesterday. If you want to see that set, obviously I didn't cast it, but other channels did cover it. Show matches from recordings? Ah, okay. Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? It's very likely that, or it's guaranteed that one of those players will play live. So, yeah. Showing recorded games of those players at the same time. Doesn't that make that much sense in my opinion? Don't know what Civ rules are. I couldn't find that in looked relatively standard draft, but that doesn't explain game 1 Khmer versus Tatars. I wouldn't think there are any special rules. I think it's draft 8, ban 2. Show match isn't AoE 3? I don't know. That could make some sense, yeah, that they do an AoE 3 show match. Because that's obviously not overlapping too much. AoE 2 and AoE 3. Ah, yeah, okay. And Viper, still some spearmen at home, trying to defend here. Does more damage right now, but thinks better of it and sending everything back. DauT only with 3 scouts, though. All those spearmen are trading off against each other. Technically, DauT should be up a bit earlier. Micro's away there, and Viper seems to be relatively happy with how this one is going. Scouts are coming over, still some annoyance at the top, but it feels like there should not be a single villager dying unless DauT out Micro's Viper here. Not happening right now. Hera counters Tato. Yeah, I heavily disagree with that one. Obviously, Hera is having a really good win rate against Tato. But I think Hera is also slightly stronger, right? And the last 2 times they faced, it was 3-2, 3-2. So most of the time, I would call that pretty damn even. Viper mentioned the finals might be tomorrow? What? I would be really surprised if they do the finals the next day. Because obviously think the sponsor or the organizer of this tournament is Colombian. So he should be something like GMT -3 or something. So having those games scheduled at GMT 19 GMT, it's pretty much prime time if they start there. The final is tomorrow? Ah, what? What? I'm really confused, guys. Wikipedia says finals at 21. Yeah, I know that was the initial plan. There's your match against Tempo. Yeah, I don't see that one happening. I really don't understand how people could sign up for this tournament if they have a scheduled match already at that same time. Like, yeah. Yeah. As I said, wouldn't happen in my tournament. Will DauT play WDC if he loses? Against whom? I don't think so, no. Slam DauT or Tempo? Leary, Hera, and DauT. Yeah. All 3 of them did sign up for this tournament, although they had WDC scheduled. Love POV, but I already got stressed out the speed game 1. Okay. I'm trying to give some slower entertainment here. PLO Exploiter, welcome. Isn't it admin win in WDC if Tempo no show? In my book, yes, but apparently admins are deciding differently. Yeah, don't ask me. Okay, so full Cav Archer switch here for Mr. DauT. Plays triple archer range. Has quite some farm amount here. 17 farms, still 2 on berries, and only 7 on gold. That's not the eco balance that you need for full CA production. So I think did reseed some... we can't see the food count in Cap Trade, sadly, on those farms. So night production now starts. Viper dropping 1 TC as well. But what if Tempo and DauT both don't show? Double admin loss? Yes, you can, Lily? Okay, how can I do that? Rock. The bigger picture, I'm kind of happy we have so many tourneys to point we can overlap. Yeah. But then people simply like, it's fine to have overlapping tournaments, right? It's no problem to have, let's say, a team game tournament overlap with the 1v1 tournament, a deathmatch tournament overlap with an RM tournament, or Empire Wars with RM, or whatever, right? Or a low or medium tournament with a high tournament. But players should simply not sign up for both of them. Yeah. But that's what I said about WDC from the start, right? The timing was always squeezed in. Luckily for them,
less than 3.
Red Bull actually changed their dates. Actually, Red Bull should have been a bit earlier even. So then I think people couldn't play at all. Do Tempo players schedule have conflict? Yep, indeed. When is it worth upgrading leftover scouts to light cav? Very rarely. I think if you have like 7 full HP scouts, I probably would consider it. But even then, like, most of the time they won't contribute too much. The moment the opponent goes on to monks, that's obviously a really good thing. But how often do you see people go on to monks if there are like 5+ scouts left over? Very rarely. Please give Nil energy to DauT. He has been playing like a beast, but Viper stronger. Okay, well, you can give Nilly energy to DauT. Knights are now moving in. DauT trying to micro this one. Pulls those away. No attempt to quick wall this one. Another knight over here at the right hand side. And DauT, I think without any losses here, looking reasonably strong with his defense. Or when you have Turks, that's correct. If you like for small community games like AoE, the overlapping smaller value tourneys should just have scheduling allowance. Ah, okay. Well, it's tricky, right? Every caster, like for Mario, if they schedule freely, if like this game is happening 12 GMT, Mario couldn't cast it. That's that simple, right? So he has to have set times, kind of, if he wants to have Europeans play. And then obviously WDC. You have so many people at the top, right? And then you kind of want exposure for your tournament. It is not easy. It is not easy. If you want to have more overlapping tournament, then free scheduling is the way to go, right? That's what they're doing for ELI. That's running right now. All of those players are playing there. Ellie's Invitational, Charity Invitational, EIC, I believe. And then there's also Deep Water League. So DauT is playing like 6 tournaments right now. And most of them have free scheduling. Ellie's Charity Invitational. Okay, that way around. What do you think about the recent show match between Hera and Viper? Challenges 5k prize were great entertainment. I didn't see those. I'm like, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Alcard, welcome. Okay, CA numbers now looking at a solid 22. We have 8 knights out, 2 skirms. Another archer range should be getting dropped here. Okay. Huh. You want whom to win this? I don't really mind. For the finals purpose, obviously Viper would be nice. But with how DauT won against Leary earlier, I think he has a good shot of playing against your Hera. So I wouldn't mind that one. Game 5 would be cool for the series. Well, wouldn't be cool for the scheduling. What is your target for Red Bull Vololo 4? As a caster, delivering great cast. As a player, qualifying. Where have you been last couple of days? No streaming, nothing. Yeah, I took a break. Met some friends. Obviously not. We are sitting in a group all together. I met one friend at a time. And yeah, just took a chill pill. Watched some series. And also had some organizational stuff with Age of Empires, so I wasn't very active. Good luck for Red Bull, Nili. Thanks. Okay, finding a kill there. DauT still looking pretty hot here. Viper now with the skirm defense. Oh, walls behind this one. Oh, this is so costly for DauT. This is so costly. That's every single CA dying. And that's something you should never ever do. Do we want to have this one happening? Now, Elite Skirm upgrade as well. Knight is still doing some damage. TC should probably focus on that one. Oh god, DauT. I think he will lose every single CA here. Viper needs to make sure to wall behind this one. Not the greatest move there with the skirms trying to chase down. Oh, actually DauT might get away. Oh, that would be so good for him. Handcart behind this one as well, and he even dives for the gold. That's such a risky move. Does he know about this one? I'm really confused. He knows about the gold, sees some villagers moving. We do not have ballistics though. Viper's now getting ballistics for himself. More knights, more skirms, and DauT is taking a solid population lead here. Whew. Did you end your pledge to not cast anymore? I never did a pledge to not cast anymore. So how could I end it? What do you think about the DM Empire Wars swap on ladder? I think if you don't have an option to have both, I think it makes sense. I don't really know why we can't have both though. You wanted to focus on playing only, right? That's what I meant. Well, if you want to complain, an inbox is an option. DauT saving for imp or not getting the resource on the map? Something in between sometimes, right? Was that trap worth it in the end? I think Viper lost a lot of villager time there, right? He lost 9 villagers, quite some army. DauT had lots of control. But DauT lost his CA ball quite a bit, right? He moved in with 22, is now at 20, and was reproducing at the same time. So if he just went forward, went back, he could be at 30 now. And obviously with 30, you start to one-shot a knight. So 30 is the magical number there. Yeah, idle eco for the Viper is quite massive as well. Viper now selling resources, probably wants to go up to imp, at least looking at those resources. Am I a bit confused here? Okay. Oh, yeah, it was in the queue behind the villager. Yeah, makes sense. Eco difference, well, it's 12 more villagers here, but obviously Frank player never wants to go on to skirms, now gets the second armor upgrade, and DauT he is actually adding some light cav himself now. Interesting choice. That monk probably needs to get micro a bit more to the side. 1 relic for each player. We are getting that one. I'm a bit surprised. What is Viper doing? Okay, goes for that gold, and monk actually dies. Okay, light cav now getting the +2 armor. Ballistics coming in as well. +10 overall population. But Viper obviously still deep in castle age, as you can see with the resources. While we see DauT, once he gets Bracer, once he gets the last armor upgrade, he should be looking pretty good here. And that's a good one for DauT. Those skirms in quite some problem. More Nightcav arriving. DauT, is he trying to make something happen here? Maybe some shooting. Looks like it. Oh god, that's just free CA for Viper. He should never do anything with the skirms anymore. But now he's sending knights in. Maybe Viper wanted to, DauT wanted to intercept these. But that's 4 CA, 5 CA, 6 CA, 7 CA. 8 CA falling still from those skirms. I'm not sure if that was really what DauT needed at that point. And that's a big difference. 18 CA on the field could have been more than 20, and then with Bracer, it just becomes so much juicier. Behind this, Viper on the way to Imperial Age as well. Sits at 104 villages, but military is not really on the field here. I don't really know where the 5th relic is to be sharing this with you. I'm a bit surprised trying to find it. Some fast scrolling, I'm sorry about that one. So maybe one monk has it in its hands. DauT just dropped it here. Okay. That makes lots of sense then. And the 5th one is over there, jumping into the castle. Another castle there. Viper with a very solid setup. Goes for the Palisade Gate. I don't think against this army Palisade Gate would have done too much anyways. And DauT, castle count still at 0. I don't like that one too much. The castle here to start some trapping could be lovely for him. University behind there. DauT goes for Parthian Tactics. Goes for Chemistry. And then only lacking 1 more armor upgrade and the heavy Scorpion, heavy CA upgrade. Now it's here. That's really weird to me. On that wood line, why aren't we building it on that gold? Feels so much more natural to me. Weird choice. DauT needs helps right now. Well, he's facing 9 knights, so they would just melt against those 21 CA. I agree that transition into halberdiers will make lots and lots of sense. How does market compare versus university for walling? Both should have the same size, right? A market, I believe, has 1800 HP. University has 2100. Where's our market here? Do we have a market? DauT at least has one. 21 for both. So actually, I think University is slightly worse. Yeah. Same armor. So you're investing 25 more wood. Also, you already had a University. Would make sense if he was lacking one. DauT losing quite some units under castle fire there. Yeah, but also a nice positioning for him. And ooh, look at that pretty one. Finds those villagers. And Viper moves around with his knights. Is now getting all the important upgrades. And DauT at 31 CA needs to have all this walled. Maybe stone walls could be an option. Oh, I think you need to delete this farm. DauT, what's the plan here? Goes for the repair. That's never going to work. That's never going to work, DauT. Oh no, now goes for the other one. And CA are chasing this one down though. What is more intimidating to the opponent? The forward market or forward university? Well, it's both interesting, right? Cavaliers now finishing here, goes for the attack at that angle. And DauT, where is your attack into Halberdiers? I don't even see pikemen. Now taking the first fight here. Big raids in the back. DauT with a solid 50 population lead, but can he really close this one out? I don't really see that one happening too quickly. Viper now banking up resources, thinking about clicking paladins pretty soon, but that would be a problem once DauT gets onto enough Halberdiers, but we don't see those, at least for now. 100 food still missing. Raids were really good. And DauT down to pop 160. We'll clear this one up in the back, but not the most mobile units. Now clicks paladins here is Mr. Viper himself. And those raids will continue. So many villager kills now, as you can see, 26. And he's not done yet. Look at that. He's continuing with those raids. How can Frank stop Hussar CA? Well, paladins. Yeah. Not the biggest brain cheats of all times. And, oh, look at this one. Finding quite some villager kills there. Viper not on to pop 120. That paladin is still active, and those CA patrolled a bit too shortly. But still no Halberdiers on the field, DauT. I think that really could be a nice addition to your army. 1 gold here, 1 gold there. I think he could be a bit more active. That castle in the end did go up. And Viper, oh god. Comes over here again. I guess university walling lets you research shit faster. Well, what do you need to research if you're Franks? HP upgrade? Ballistics? Chemistry? I think it's not that important, right? As we said, 25 HP. 25 wood difference. Maybe it builds faster? No, I think both building at 50 seconds. Pretty sure about that. Yeah. Okay, DauT microing here. Now the fight shortly before Paladin. Okay, now Paladin finishes. And DauT still only light cav. With some CA now taking that big fight. Oh, this is problematic. Trap over here might even, go down as well. And Viper focusing down those traps though. That means most of his paladins will die. DauT only 25 population lead now and needs to micro back. The army value should be relatively even. Indeed, 2.6k against 2.9k. Oh boy, that close. Oh man, oh man, oh man. DauT loves his CA. Just imagine he also would give some love to Halberdiers here. Ay. Viper gets the extra gold at that angle. This gold still not taken. And DauT did never scout it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Viper himself did neither. So neither player knows about this gold. Viper will find some more raids. And actually, I think Viper, did he turn this one around? Feels a bit like it. DauT still pop limit. So I think he should be fine, and if we go into the long game, Trash of Hunt might be slightly better than the one of the Franks, and maybe, even more than slightly. Hussars instead of Light Cav, and Halberdiers should be fine. Skirmishers, 1 more upgrade, so I think Hunt should be better at that end. Oh, look at that one, Chivalry, the Imp upgrade all of a sudden here, and quite costly, will help him with some production there in the stables. Pike on the way, finally, indeed. And we also get Squire's Halberdier upgrade. Still pressuring there. More Paladins finding some spots to raid though. Nope, here wouldn't help CA be the optimal composition to go against Franks. Why did they choose Lightcav raiding? Lightcav to kill the skirms, right? But yeah, we did mention it several times that Halberdiers could have been a very easy switch for DauT and something that could have really helped him out quite a bit here. Okay, now some more barracks at the front. Upgrades on these. +2. Is it not showing armor? Why is it not showing armor? Oh, it only shows armor if you get an upgrade. Interesting, CA. Okay, okay. And those Cav archers probably want to run into the castle. Not going to happen. And Viper sits at a solid 30 population lead. Did he really do it? Was it just the laziness of not going for Halberdiers? Did he really think he would win without Halberdiers? Feels a bit like it, Mr. Pink. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yo, 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 yo. And a forward castle. That's a really surprising one to me. That's a really surprising one. Oh, man. Wants to go deep into the trap wall. Huh. Another raid at that angle. Villager kills now close to 90 against 30 here. And we'll find more and more kills. That's the wood line next to the starting CC. Quite surprising that we still have wood left there. Huh. Oh, dies for another trap. How many traps did we see die this game? Feels like 7 or something out of DauT. I remember like those two, one here, the initial two. Yeah. 6, 7 feels very, very likely. DauT pop 160, 175 for the Viper, who should be running out of gold eventually here. And then needs to mix in some skirmishes. Now some nice house walls here to protect his trap against all the Halberdiers coming over. Skirms could maybe deal with that one eventually. Big raid here at the side. And the villager killing just does not stop. And Viper did sneak himself in there. Don't tell me DauT still didn't see this. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Look what DauT sees on this map. So much. But does not see this gold. And even sees villager moving in there. So maybe, just maybe, he sends his CA over to deal with those sneaky villagers. But Viper just happily getting that gold. Oh man, that's so unfortunate for DauT. Still only one trap uphill though. Viper buying himself some stone. Castle, not the craziest one. We're still lacking chemistry, as you can see. Here we're okay. At least we have ballistics. That castle still getting massive repair. Masonry could have helped out so much. Viper clearly has the resources floating. Buys 200 more stone to go for the repair. Interesting moves by him. Phew. Do you have any pets? No. I think it's enemy cruelty to have pets. In 95% of the cases. I'm only living in an apartment, right? So doesn't really make sense. Okay, Viper finally thinks about hoardings and masonry. Does masonry affect castles? Yes, it does. More armor plus more HP. 4.8 and soon you will see 5 to 80 or something? I think it's 5 to 80. Something that ballpark. 5 to 80, yep. Oh, okay. Lightcav moving in, finding more and more raids here. Maybe even a stable at that side, but maybe does not want to give it away. Ay. How does AoE do the health gains? Is it straight edit or percentage of max? How does AoE do the health gains? Oh, I would say it's different from some upgrades, right? For example, the Monk tech gives, I think it says 50%, but it actually is 15 HP. And Bloodline says 20 HP, and it is 20 HP. I think it's most of the time in numbers, not percentages, when it comes to HP. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah. Uh-oh, this could be a big fight. Skirm numbers, 27 here. Paladins behind, and... Okay, Halberdiers need to retreat. This could be a really big fight. Oh boy, 6k army value again, 7.5k. DauT with the lead there. Viper tries to kill the Halberdiers before taking the engagement. Does a good job with that. Now 3 light cav are arriving, dealing with those skirmishers. That triggers the Viper to take this fight. Should be very good here at the bottom for DauT, but his Halberdiers are now being broken. More traps could fall. DauT, if he retreats now, he should be fine. Only trading off his trash units. Skirms are still active, and oh god, that was a big loss for DauT here. Oh, did he really need to do that? I don't think so. Did have all the upgrades that he could have had, but maybe those Halberdiers taking a tiny bit of a better engagement early on. They just lost like 7, 8 of their friends before the engagement really started. Those could have helped out for sure. Both players trying to build a castle right here, or what did I see? At least the Viper is moving forward. DauT rethinks it and builds it a bit more defensively. Realize, okay, this area cannot be held here. Population limit for the Viper. DauT sits at 150, and this was a game that I thought DauT would always win. Really surprised with that one. Even stonewalled in those 2 villagers. Nice move. Light cav could move in. 2 Halberdiers there with the defense, should deal with it quite nicely though. And oh no, Viper now moves in with some raids. I don't think he will survive for too long. Halberdiers should deal with that one. But Skirm's being sent over, and DauT, I wouldn't be surprised if he drops below pop 130 here, which shouldn't be the greatest sign. Even Viper cancelling that castle. Interesting choice. Felt like he didn't have enough control over that angle apparently. Skirms are now moving in faster. DauT at 130 population, indeed what we thought. Viper at 170. Mainly light cav, 69 farmers for him. DauT at the other side sits at 52, so not too shabby either. I think the Viper needs to mix in some Halberdiers himself. Light cav Skirm, as we mentioned earlier, not a great army. Right, you're lacking quite some upgrades. Look at that one. Not last attack, no last defense for the Skirms. And light cav obviously not being Hussar, so quite problematic there. And, well, more HP, but still not as much as if you had Bloodlines. So, a bit of a pickle there, I would say. And indeed, barracks now being dropped. Viper is transitioning. Ooh, tricky spot. What, the Viper's relics? Oh. That is a bit of a surprise. He doesn't realize. Is he transitioning with the monk? I don't see. Oh, I see the monk. So he's actually moving them away right now. Okay, that happened. Huh. Quite a big army here at the site. Viper 73 farmers, now sold some more resources, gets the Halberdier upgrade, and finds some more spots to raid. If we look at the Red Bull 4 maps, nope. I will have my first training session tomorrow. And then we'll look at the maps beforehand. Okay, chopping away with the wood quite a bit. Those hussars could still find a good timing and easily find 5 to 10 villager killed there before Viper even realizes. Someone in chat already answered, but I meant like when the plus HP tags finish, do the units stay at the same percent current HP or do they get the HP added? Ah, percentage wise. That's what he meant. Okay. So if you have a pallet or a knight having 100 HP and it gets bloodlines, then it's 120 HP. If a knight has 50 HP and you get bloodlines, then it's at 60 HP. So it's not 50 plus 20, but 50 plus 20%. Which player's position do you prefer right now? Probably DauT's, right? It's easy for him to contest this one. He doesn't have the greatest economy. Has a long queue though. I think simply because he has the better trash units. That should be good for him. Fortified walls by Viper. Indeed, that's what's happening. DauT some outposts here. Did go for that stone a bit, but... well, then lost the full control. Viper even quick walling there, but I'm not really sure if that's the most important thing. What should Viper spend the rally gold on? I think he has to bank it. I think, like, with Franks, mixing in some small gold units doesn't make any sense. Either you wait for 1,000 gold or like 900 gold and then go for 4 traps, or maybe go for some bombard cannons. Or you wait for like 1,500 gold and then make a paladin switch. Or you wait for like 2,000 gold and tech to elite X-Men and then go for an X-Men switch. Which is great against trash, but the moment there's still some CA on the field, they will be way, way worse. Did DauT do atheism tech? I would really doubt that he would think about that one. I would be really, really surprised. Yeah. Don't think they will move the deathmatch ladder. People were pissed about it. Just adding Empire Wars ladder would make everyone happy. Okay. Thanks for your opinion. Atheism is most useless? What? Why? Why? Isn't it super cheap and reduces the gold income by 50%? Feels like it, right? And oh yeah, we did think that those raids would do a lot. And indeed, they did deliver. 112, but Villager KD still 230 against 60 there. Big fight in the center is what I thought would happen, but it didn't. And Viper went for a weird mix. 11 Paladins, 2 throwing X-Men. I think if DauT stays active here and keeps the CA alive, that army won't do too much and will completely drain Viper's gold bank. Ooh, 500 food, 500 gold. That's indeed expensive. Ooh, I think it should be cheaper then. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, let's take a look. Still. Huh. How many hussars does it take to kill a paladin? I would say like 3 should be winning. Yeah, I feel like it. Okay, shall we do the math on stream? So. So this is, the game is still running, right? You all know that's happening. So, 3 relics equals 90 gold per minute. And that equals roughly 5.4 minutes equals 500 gold, right? If we ignore the food cost, actually you get... oh no, that's the total amount, right? But you only reduce it in half, so it has to be like 11 minutes. If you know that your opponent has 3 relics and you're going to fight for 11 more minutes, then I think you should do atheism. So DauT actually should have done it already. Is it 39 villager queue by DauT? Make it 44. Clearly an overqueue, yeah. Then you break even? Yeah, indeed, then you break even. So, not that great. Yeah, and that's against 3 relics of the Viper, right? Yeah. I need the gold up front. Yeah. And that's ignoring the 500 food as well, right? So let's say 12 more minutes to break even, something like that. It's worth to if your enemy 4 to 5 relics. Well, it's always worth it, even against 1 relic. It just The question is like, how long is the game taking, right? How much longer the game is taking. Let's just say, oh god, we just had the math, right? It should be 30. Like, I don't know. 20 minus 4. Well, I think it's 20 minutes minus 4 minutes multiplied by relics that he doesn't have. That's the formula for when you should do it. You heard it here first. Now you never need to rethink about it. Just use that formula. Seems like Viper's out producing. Yeah, it seems like he's out raiding mainly, right? 300 against 80 villager kills. One castle still in the back, so DauT should be doing fine here. Does atheism work on Aztec relic bonus too? Obviously. Why wouldn't it do? Like, if it doesn't, then that would be a bug. Okay, 6 idols against 1 idol, so both players pretty much on point right now here. And quite some army moving over. Oh, and Viper's preparing some traps. Does he have another trap in the queue? I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an attempt with like 3 traps from this area and tries to go for a kill against that castle. And then Viper will just get so many spots to raid. Look at that massive queue as well. On the other side, queue's not that good in return. Is it even worth to get the last farm upgrade? Well, DauT doesn't have it, and Franks get it for free. But yeah, I think a game needs to take another 1 hour for it to be in effect. I think you need to reseed twice for the last farm upgrade to take effect. Or not to take effect, to be like profitable. DauT now heavily over booming here. He's pushing quite nicely, but that's an expensive army as well. Once all the Halberdiers are gone, I think DauT needs to go back. I think with this attack, he needed kind of like 2 traps or something behind this to make an aggression happen. Yeah, look at how unscared Viper is of this army. Now no more calf around. Skirms will deal with this with the CA. And 2 traps are moving in, allows himself more spots to raid. Oh god, this is so painful. And DauT, he feels like he's pushing in the center, but honestly, he's losing the side battle so hard here that that's actually what might break him. Nice raids at the left-hand side. Viper pretty active there. Everyone raiding everywhere right now. Pretty brutal raids all around the map. Now 100 kills against 300. Viper will probably get away with those 2 traps. Nah, probably not. Did Viper forget +4 def on Halp? Looks like it, yep. He did. Wood game? Yeah, I don't think that much of a wood game. We'll find some more kills. Viper sits at 150 pop, and DauT doing a really good job keeping his CA numbers alive. 26 on the field. Adds another 6 here. Franks don't get +4 defense. My overlay is saying they get +4 defense. So I'm sorry, but I think I will trust my overlay over your message. Like if you see it black, then you don't get it. If it's like light yellow, they do get it. Since Michi was added in the last patch, what's your favorite civ for Michi? Probably Persians. Yeah. Also Britain, it's really nice. Yeah. Viper has so much more wood. Oh, he got rid of that one. He has some control there. The true deathmatch player should actually move to the front there. DauT has a really strong army here in the center. Those CA will come in quite handy. As you can see, value in army was relatively even. But DauT has a solid part of it being gold, so 28% there. Where's Dave? Canada. Why doesn't DauT edge his own skirms? Well, I think the CA are simply the way better unit. Yeah. Does the value count the CA as generic or 20% discounted? Well, the 20% discount should be included, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Would be interesting. Yeah. If it's, oh, that could be really interesting, yeah. I think probably it shouldn't. It shouldn't discount that. Because the army, the value of that CA is the price for every civ, right? Ha! Interesting question. I don't have a good answer. By the way, massive raids here by DauT. That's something in there at the top, something that Viper didn't react to yet. Still gets more raids in at that angle. Viper returning the favor with this attack as well. Ooh. And we will see quite some more kills. Now this is the moment where he disengaged. Indeed, send like four hussars over there to deal with it. But DauT still wants to push through the center. Wouldn't be surprised if siege rams could be an option for him at one point in this game. Oh god, look at how he's streaming in with units everywhere. Absolutely love that. Found like 30 more kills since the last time we checked. DauT down in population quite heavily though. Villager queue still at 18 and well, 70 farmers against 50 farmers right now. Viper struggling a bit and those rams are pushing in. I don't think Viper's playing it worse. I think Hunter's simply the better civilization here in the long game. Viper now trying to squeeze the last gold out on the map, is adding some more paladins. Halberdier numbers not that crazy for DauT over here. Look at that, 12. And those at the front could easily fall. Viper, send your paladins away, and I think you shouldn't be in the worst spot here. Huh. And Halberdiers are pushing in. Yeah, no more buffer in front of those CA. Viper will defend this one for now. Viper also missing last armor for Halbs. Well, that's not his fault, right? That's the fault of... Oh no, Viper. Yeah, that's what we were talking about the whole time. Yeah. Okay, discount is included if it's a bonus that changes unit value. Okay. So... it is the absolute invested cost here. It's not the value of the army then. Oh, that's a lot of Halberdiers surrounding those CA quite nicely. And DauT needs to get further away. Ooh, tricky spot here. And Viper pushing this one back. Really even population. And oh no. DauT losing so many CA. Down to what? Where are the CA numbers? 6? Down to 6 CA, and Viper is focusing this one down even further. DauT drops down to pop 140. No raids at the right hand side. DauT at least can stabilize a bit there. Halberdier raid there. Even mixes in an Axeman. Interesting moves. Oh man. Ajax, please behave. More skirms, more Halberdiers in the queue. DauT still floating quite some gold. Interesting. Has 3 on gold over here. Make it 4 if she wanted to work. And not too much though. Yeah. DauT around to pop 130. Drops another TC. Will be 6 in total. Huh. Relic count on the screen, my man. Okay, how does DauT get onto reasonable numbers again? Who's winning, your opinion? The Viper.
Nearly high.
30 population lead now. Push through the center. One more relic. And the stonewalls are just helping him so much, right? He's not getting raided for quite some time. He has the castle here. This one was the Halberdier spot. Now he's raiding there. So DauT is just playing so open in comparison. So that's the major problem. The castle here would help out so much for him. He has one defensive castle. That one is not really protecting any eco. And this one is, but not really would. So Viper, just realizing attacking the right hand side, will starve DauT out of wood. Should win him the game. Can DauT come back from this? Yes. Do I think it's likely? No. 1000 gold in the bank. Yeah, what do you use it for though? CA doesn't feel like it can cut the chase anymore. So you need to get onto proper CA numbers. And yeah, you can get to 20 again. But 20 CA is not winning you the game from this spot. Does feel like a wood game for DauT now? A wood game, you mean? Uh-oh, Paladins? Yep, not taking that bad fight. Good job, very aware. Viper now is solid. 40 population lead, is taking this fight quite easily. Paladins are being saved. And DauT, where is he taking proper fights now? I don't really see it. And where is he taking wood? Let's zoom out a bit more, and indeed, this one is blocked, so it's all about those right-hand side TCs. 20 idle villagers forced. Villagers on wood, still 35. That's mainly here, I would think. Right, is there another spot? I don't really see it. Where does he have 35 villagers on wood? I'm surprised. And yeah, pushing in here. I don't think DauT can hold it anymore. At the limit when it comes to wood and food. Solid bank here by our Frank player. And Viper somehow with the potentially worst civilization. But one more relic is a nice advantage for him. And DauT losing that CA number. Couldn't really get onto siege. I think like 2-3 traps earlier. Deal with that castle. It's just so tricky and so costly for the Viper to engage into DauT's army. That I probably would have preferred some traps over Ramgo at that moment, where he had that nice Cav Archer number against the full trash army on the other side. Ooh. Yeah, and Atheism obviously would have paid off so much. We can take a look at the relics there and maybe deduct the early, let's say the early 500. And then we could see how much it could have helped out. DauT now buying some wood here even. Okay, that's, yeah, when you see how desperate he really is. Now drops below pop 130. And arson being mixed in. Those halberdiers really want to deal with those siege workshops in the center. DauT still producing, but no wood control, more raids here. Those CAs, yeah, good luck microing them all day long. Even losing them potentially. Buying more and more wood, not the greatest spot. Viper could now sell some resources for himself and then could just finish the game adding like 15-20 Paladins if he really wanted, but deals with that first. 40 idle villagers here out of 150 population. DauT in a world of pain. Viper maybe thinking about adding 2 traps as well. Atheism also reduces your own gold income? No way! No way! Do you have a source for that? I would be really surprised. You are wrong. Okay. Thanks for participating in the chat then. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Just a small hiccup in the chat. All good. We can continue. DauT back to pop 180. He did continue quite a bit as well. Has 50 halberdiers on the field on the other side. 33 skirmishers, 20 more in the queue. Viper still lacking the last attack upgrade. It did invest his gold into quite some paladins. I think Viper is building up for one final push and one final army. But it's not the greatest army against what DauT is actually doing here. Okay, those hussars won't have the greatest field trip ever. Army there at the left-hand side. Paladins moving in. Probably just want to kill the 1 TC and then get out of there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the plan. And that's something that DauT would struggle with replacing. Halberdier now taking the fight, but not all together. I think Viper's winning this fight and winning this game with that one. More paladins not being produced, mainly light cav, halberdiers and skirmishers, but completely stomping this one. Pop 130 for DauT and no more wood income. What a big fight. What a crazy game number 2 here. We did miss game number 1 where Khmer did beat Tatars. One more light cav dealing with that stuff at the top. 2 more paladins being sent in. DauT still at a solid population, we have to say that, but Soon, this number will drop into single digits, and that's kind of the end of the game. Then, more raids here at the front. Viper's the pop limit, DauT at pop 120. And it looked so good for the Lord from time to time, but in the end, Viper's macro just better. What can we say? Just so good there, and just fought him down. Viper now buying? What? Viper is buying wood, although he has wood in the bank, just to increase the prices for DauT. He saw the price? Are you kidding me? Viper, you didn't. He didn't need wood. He just wanted to make it harder for DauT. Oh, God. He is so evil. And he hates DauT so much. He is fine if his economy suffers, as long as DauT's economy suffers as well. And those are teammates. And DauT now has to buy at higher prices. Oh, okay. DauT is solid 90 population behind. 2 traps moving forward. DauT with quite some fighting spirit, but honestly, yeah, this is not his game to win anymore. Isn't Viper playing like a different beast against DauT? Why does he hate DauT so much? He does not hate DauT so much. He's just a beast. Pile numbers at the top. Did they heal? Would be a real Viper move. Halberdier is still here. I don't think Viper really wants to take this engagement. Paladin maybe send them back. Skirm still on top of that hill. And now chewing through that one. Castle is falling behind this. And this will finally be the GG moment. DauT losing his last army, losing his last stance. Not a single raid happening on the mini-map. As you can see, Castle is falling. And DauT... oh, God. I think he really tried to make something happen. But obviously so out of this one. And I'm really surprised that he's still playing on and finally releases this game's out of his hands. Solid play by the Viper. The hill control was just so good with all the castles. Another castle here, castle there. And the extra relic really helped him. And yeah. Also, the raids were obviously massive, right? Got in there over and over again. Probably, if we think, like, when DauT could have closed out the game, we had the big fights over here. It felt an eternity ago, but actually it was, like, mid to early imp, where Halberdier is added in with the CA and some traps. Probably could have finished Viper at the, I would say, like, 45-50 minute mark. Something in that ballpark. Yeah, at least that's how I feel about it. Yeah, with the traps out. Wasn't Viper like pop 140 when DauT was close to pop limit? I think so. Okay, now you can get your calculators out and do some math when it comes to relic golds and how much it would have been worth it. So let's do Notepad again. Do we still have it open? Nope, we don't. And so Viper has 5.641. So let's assume DauT would have gotten it a bit later, right? So let's say 4,800 gold was after it. And so he could have easily killed 2.4k gold by investing 5. But also, did he expect this game to go to the 1 hour 40 minute mark? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. We can add the banner. Indeed, thanks for reminding me. And I think we can just go to Liquipedia, right? Shouldn't there be a banner? Yep, nice. Liquipedia is just great. What can I say? Castle Gala, also a nice tournament. But for now, Arabia Invitational banner. Bloop. And we can do some Civ Xing out here. Because Frank's won. And Hans sadly got the L. DauT, Britons, Ethiopians, Indians. Not the scariest of all civilizations, I would say, right? And the Viper, Burgundians, Lithuanians, and Incas still on the block. Interesting. Hope you all having a wonderful Sunday evening. After this one, Era against Yo, and then the big finals. So could be a long day of Age of Empires ahead of us. Why was Cappage invited over to GAU and MBL? What was the ranking system? I don't know. Probably they want to have some South Americans and Spanish speakers, right? It's easier for interviews. It's easier to hype for someone. Like Mario is like really kind of... He has a monopoly when it comes to casting in Spanish and like the viewers, like a bit like T90 has on the English market. So having Cappage is so much better than having MBL for his viewers. And also Spanish over Portuguese when it comes to GAU. Also, maybe they didn't have time, right? Maybe MBL was responsible and said, actually, Neil, Mario, I have WDC that weekend. I can't play. I'm a responsible person that only wants to play one tournament and actually is going to play the tournament that he committed on. His viewers voted? Okay. Yeah, then obviously Cappage gets voted higher. Why do you think Mem doesn't do any Spanish casting like you do one day in German? You have to ask him. I don't know. So we had Restair, Rich DX, Hoderline, Lulu, Nogard, Ohio, Von Wegen, ZG, and Elon Kesty. Thanks for your support. Are the finals today? To my knowledge, yes. And they're such a nice guy? Apparently he isn't. Apparently they did just vote. Would you say Yo, Leary, Hera, and Viper being top 4 is still accurate? Yeah? That was an easier question than I thought when we started talking. When you say DauT should have done different last game, I said it like 4 times. Halberdiers. Halberdiers at minute 45. Are you happy for Mem that he is a main cast for Red Bull 4? What's your opinion on that matter? Yes? Yeah. Should Slavs get a buff and how so? No. If you really want to buff them, give them Bracer, but I don't think that should happen. No. What happened to MBL? What happened to MBL? What do you think about Empire wasn't ranked? Great addition. How are your poker and Las Vegas plans going? I don't know yet. Could be 7 weeks, could be 1 week, could be no weeks. So many options. Yeah. Are you happy with Turks in 1v1? I don't like them, but I think they are playable right now. Yeah. Tennis need paladins. You mean the Civ with one of the highest win rates needs paladins? I don't think so. What do you think about Turks getting Pike or Help? Horrible, horrible. Would completely kill their identity. Aren't Europeans banned from US? Well, WSOP is in October and November. I know it's completely random, but it boggles me how your scoreboard isn't lined up with the draft and the banner. Okay. Your top 5 players? No. I'm like number 40 in the world. Who do you think the second best looking Age player after DauT? DauT again. Why is CLB not playing today? Sorry, just tuned in. Because people wanted to play this tournament apparently instead of WDC. You have to ask DauT, Hera, and Leary. I constantly hear Berbers underrated. They often do well and continue to be hardly selected. Thoughts? I think they're rated reasonably. Yeah. I think they're like C, B tier. Yeah. You said your top 5 players. Ah, your top 5 players. I made a video about my top 15. It's like not even 2 months old, where I give my list of my top 15 in the world. Hera, Viper, Tedo, DauT are all adding their input. Mr. Yo. I know Mr. Yo didn't this time. You will enjoy that one. Top 5 Arabia civs? Depends on how many players against how many. Do you think Burgundians are fair civ? Wouldn't they be a Flemish Revolution was change removed? I think the civ would... I don't hate Flemish Revolution that much, honestly. Most people hate it way more. I think they might be too strong now, but I didn't play them enough. Who is going to be in the final, your predictions? Viper Hera. When you saw DauT for first time, were you surprised by how tall he is? No, I knew before. Viper won the 2 games because he was better prepared for the post-Imperial games? No. DauT is tall, yeah. Best 2v2 Civ combo? Frank Britons?
Rogan?
I like Frank Britons, but I could see Frank's... Frank's Mayans work. Yeah. What if Sicilians as counter to like Metal Civs, especially Mayans? Like their Cavaliers are so tough to stop because Harps don't do anything. Don't think they don't do anything. I still think you might suffer in Castle Age, no? I don't have I haven't played the new civs enough. I think I pick for Vipers. Aren't there better civs? Maybe some trolling? I think there are better civs here. What was your most enjoyable moment in the last month? I don't have a good answer. Good question though. Better Paladins, Lithuanians or Franks? I think Lithuanians after 2 relics. Would you do NAC if everybody is vaccinated? I would strongly consider it. How much could a wood? Okay. Every game 1 I've seen has ended up being Tatars versus Khmer. Do you know why? No. So then, Berbers great as Incas as one of those better civs. I think Berbers is better than Incas, yeah. You vaccinated? No. In Germany you have different categories. In Germany we have, I think like 40% vaccinated now. And I will be one of the very last.
Thanks for the content.
Right, I'm super healthy, young. I don't have contact with any people. So, yeah. I will be like, I will be the last person before anti-vaxxers. Around 30%? I thought it was like 38% some days ago. 10% fully vaccinated? Yeah, okay. I'm speaking of first vaccination. Yeah. $36.5, $46.5. But until end of June, everybody will be offered a vaccine in Germany. Okay. Yeah. What buff would Incas need to be a reasonable pick? Yeah, I think a good team bonus could be nice for them. Yeah, could be really nice. Did you watch Tedo vs Hera yesterday, last match? Nope. Yeah, so it's not unlikely that I will be vaccinated in like 6 straight weeks, something like that, ballpark. I think we are missing, I would say like 35 million or 30 million that should be vaccinated now. And we're doing like 1 million per day in Germany, roughly. So, yeah.
Rogan?
If we hold that, I think I might get my first shot in like 6 weeks, 5 weeks maybe. Burgundians against Indians. Hello. I will get my first shot in the next 2 weeks. Okay, okay. Lucky you. Then let's jump into this one. And we will see Bap. The Viper in the yellow trunks playing Burgundians DauT with Indians. Okay. What about Inca team bonus? All cast units get produced X% faster. Well, that's a bit overlappy with Berbers. Unique tech, right? So I don't think that's an option. Unless you change Berbers as well. How much does Malay Fish Trap have now? Shouldn't it be 2.4k? Or is it 3.2k? I think it might be 3.2k. Very easy to test for you. What do you think of vaccine not being there in poor countries? Well, that's really bad. Yeah, I think they will have vaccines later, right? And yeah. Oh, Viper. Slinger as team bonus? I don't think that will help too much. How much infantry do you see in team games? I don't think slingers would help. Right? Because if no one is going infantry, having slinger as added unit doesn't really help you. From in India, vaccine situation not so good. We are going 1 to 2 million shots a day. We need 15. Okay. Well, 50 million is a lot, right? But yeah. I heard India. Like I'm donating to charity, and they sent me a special letter again. Actually, it's lying around here. You hear the paper? That is saying like, okay, India is looking really bad. Do you want to donate something specifically for India as well, to increase the vaccination speed there? Gonna vaccinate on Wednesday? Okay. And I think it's very reasonable. Yeah, dirty armor. Please no screaming, and that's something I wouldn't mind either. Yeah. This mode looks awful in stream. What? Chemist, Red Burgundy, Impala. Yeah, very unlikely that we will see both units here. Better map generation for Viper. He has a really easy map to wall. Really easy map to wall. Oh man. Yeah, I has to be happy with this design for sure. How do Indians counter Flemish Revolution? Just pressure before that, maybe. No face cam? Never during cast. I think the player should be in focus, not the caster. So many AoE show matches and mini tournaments. I love it. Yeah, lots of people do. What about one llama for each teammate as team bonus? Yeah, that's a reasonable idea as well. Won't help them at all in 1v1s though, right? Hand Cannoneers Indians versus Burgundians, who wins? Burgundians, pretty sure. Yeah. Why is everyone using the stream mod now? I think it's simply very easy to see now. It still gives you the tree feeling, right? Something that, for example, Cube mod didn't give me. And I think it's very easy to see exactly how far the tree is going. And I think people will have way fewer holes with this. Your thought on a compromise buff to Incas, where they get the armor upgrade only in fuel age and tech upgrade get applies in castle age? Yeah. I somewhat suggested that as well. Or let them only affect by 1. And I think, what did I suggest? I think I did suggest melee armor only. And that as a team bonus as well. I think that could help. What do you think about 2x2 farms as the bonus for Incas? I wouldn't mind that, but I think it's too tough for the game design and could break so much stuff. So I think we have to think about the developers as well. Hey, yo, Debbie. 39 months already. Hello. 2x2 farms seems like it could be very strong. Well, it would be a nice, unique thing, right? So that's why I really love that idea. The thing is, that's something that you rather add for an expansion than for a patch. Because that has to be a big change. Didn't villagers already have a change? No, they didn't. Okay, so man-at-arm opening here by DauT. I don't think he will get too much done though. Huh. But would happen if you overtake the farm and restart later? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what I said, right? If then someone else takes your farm, it could just be game breaking. It's not easy to make such a major change in the game. It's not like, okay, yeah, we add attack or we add some random bonus. It is a major change. The year's 2031. Is AU2 still played anywhere as much? I don't think so. I think that's a bit too late. But 2025? I wouldn't be surprised if in like 2025 the player numbers of AU2 are like 30%, 50% of what they have right now. Oh, one spearman out. Interesting. So, Viper got 4 eco upgrades already. DauT is getting the first one right now. Getting some more houses. So, Viper taking full wall, full eco approach here. Just wants to make it a painful long game. Goes for wheelbarrow even. Oh god, this guy has no respect for an army. Archers now as well. Obviously, if you want to punish this guys, just take villagers. Tower forward, man-at-arm aggression, and you're already in at this point. And Viper has 0 army. But it's not that easy. Not that easy. Was not scouted by DauT. Okay, 1 archer now for the defense. I think even if those are moving away, could you make an argument for going... What? Are we housed here? What? Why are we adding town watch? That's interesting to me. Okay. 1 archer, 1 skirm. I think you don't even need the skirm here. Did Viper see this? Feels likely. Right, yeah. He scouted the archer range. That's why he feels like he needs to add a skirm as well. Oh, brings Jaguar there. Wants to get 1 hit off. Probably won't be allowed to get 1, yeah. And Viper will hold this and... Still remember, guys, you think not a lot of stuff is happening, but DauT is on such a heavy timer. He is a solid 3 eco upgrades behind. Yeah, he's 4 villages ahead, though. Viper is worried about towers. Town watch? Yeah, that's the reason, yeah. But I would say 90% of the time, maybe even more than 90% of the time, a tower is touching the walls. And then town watch is not changing anything, right? You always see. Viper has wheelbarrow already. I know. The difference is still 4 villagers, guys. I know that he has wheelbarrow. I did mention it. The villager difference, 4 villagers. Not really sure what you're arguing about. Is Indians much better at booming than Teutons? I would say relatively even, maybe slightly better for Indians. After this one, you versus Hera, you are correct. Blacksmith now and Viper. Honestly, this one even looks like triple TC boom Mangonel defense into some early imp timing. I feel like Burgundians are almost unbeatable at the moment. They feel really strong, right? They feel really strong. Yeah, probably I'm going to cast this series, the Yo vs Hera series, and then the finals after that one as well. Just go for the full entertainment. We found a great Korean restaurant with vegan and vegetarian food. You need to try next time you're here. Okay. Love me some kimchi. Yeah, Korean food is really nice. Yep. He cancelled fletching. Oh, cheeky boy. Wants to get to Castle Age, apparently. And DauT, no! Guys, this is 5 to 6 minutes too late. Oh, where are the other goals of Viper? We need to scout those. Okay, at least they're outside. But I think Viper with Town Watch should just build the defensive tower. Or is he not? Is he not? The final is tomorrow, then I would do it in German. But I don't think that the finals are tomorrow. I think they are simply today. Is Viper? Oh, he's not defensive towering. I think he's building extra TCs. And probably is building a TC outside here or there. Probably at the right hand side. And then wants to clear up with the mangonel. That feels likely right now. What do you think about a bonus where you can research Castle Age while in Feudal Age? That's indeed what's happening right here. He's in Feudal Age and he's researching Castle Age. He's committed to his TC once in Castle Age. What? Or maybe he just built a TC here. I think that could be an option as well. Yeah, Viper should be really chilled. Yeah. Market now as well, so maybe just sell some wood and we'll get a mangonel out. Doesn't need the gold right now. He knows he is up to Castle Age so much quicker. Should be a solid 2 minute 40 seconds time window to see here. Yeah, we'll deal with that tower quite easily. But that will be exposed. And I wouldn't be surprised if DauT is trying to make like a 1 TC play happen here. Monastery already, okay. Has one relic here, one relic in the back. The other's a bit more on the open side, but a reasonable spot. Stable now being added by DauT. Still, what? Why is he clicking up with 300 food, 500 gold in the bank? Macro not on point there. And tower will fall. I think the point was researching Castle Age in a different building during Feudal. Like blacksmith or something. What I understood at least. Okay. I didn't get that from his question at all. Oh, skirms. I think he will now focus on the men-at-arms and then back onto the tower. Actually save those skirms. Whew. After playing and casting hundreds of hours, could you guess the player from base setup? Not with 100% certainty. There are obviously some players that are easier to guess, like MBL, Mr. Yo, but there are lots of players where it's very, very even. So that would not be enough for me, no. Okay, stables. 2 stables added. Okay. Bloodlines as well. Does the Viper see this? It feels a bit like it. Sees 1 stable at least, and that's a suspicious spot. Full boom from the Viper. Well, will be 3 TC, and he's getting quite some villagers on stone already. Not that many villagers on food. Won't be able to produce out of 3 TCs. Huh. Past Castle Cavalier play? Well, you see the amount of stables, so that will answer you the Cavalier play. Also, you see the double stable of DauT, so it feels more like defensive siege workshop, monk, and maybe even pikeman added. I think the siege workshop needs to be added by the Viper eventually. Good spot could be here. Maybe one over here could be an option as well. Why do even pro players often wall on their inner side of the woodline, just like Viper did on the left? This often causes overchopping, don't you think? Well, it doesn't overchop here, right? You can shift click the villagers, so it doesn't overchop that much. And that's still pretty far away. So I don't see the problem there. Viper gonna play Flemish Revolution? Not impossible. Do you think American civs should have access to gunpowder in Imperial Age, given that Goths get gunpowder even though the credit exists long before gunpowder was made? That's the tricky thing in game design in Age of Empires, right? I think simply how you design them without giving them any horses. I don't think I want to see them having gunpowder, no. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to see the siege workshop earlier. Oh, Viper was a bit late there. Still not a lot of gold control. So Viper in some problems. Is 12 villages ahead. and still 2 eco upgrades ahead. Gets redemption now. That's not really an upgrade that I was expecting. Prepares with that conversion. Now could go into the Mangler and gets an instant conversion here. Indeed, yeah. That was prepared. And DauT will be mad about this, but this was actual skill by the Viper. This was not an instant conversion, guys. Lots of people will go crazy here, but that was actually absolutely normal. A monk has basically a time that is constantly running when converting. And if you switch target, that time continues. And he was converting that camel in the back, still had like, let's say 80% of the conversion done. And then switching to the manual, he only needs to finish the last 20% of the conversion. Now to check secondary goals. Yeah, not easy to do. Those 2 scouts doing quite some work. Time resets if monk moves though. That's not correct. That's not correct. The monk changes his timing if you give him another task. If the monk is chasing behind and still in the conversion process, it keeps its percentage of the, or its cycles of the conversion. Yeah, if you manually move, but that's not what he said. If it moves. And that's not correct. Oh, crazy quick waltz here. And the manual, oh no, not going to happen. But he can easily repair, right? Yeah. So if you task him to anything else, then the timing will reset. Oh god, that armor on those scouts really getting, not dying to the TC tower. Okay, to the TC fire. Crazy stuff. Viper, solid 20 villages ahead though. 1 eco upgrade ahead right now. Probably the least important one. But yeah, the big problem is DauT. 1 TC, look at this eco. Full all in, and Viper just happily booming away with 4 villagers here. DauT is so dead. Not looking pretty for him indeed. Score difference should only increase from here. Haru, that's also not correct. Yeah. Would that trick work to insta-convert buildings? Buildings take longer, but what you normally do is kind of, if DauT has a house here, what you normally want to do, you want to have the monk constantly converting the house, but never finish it, and the moment an enemy unit comes into line of sight, then you actually do an instant conversion, because units take less time. And that's how you monk rush most of the time. That's why if you want to monk rush, you don't really want to have any buildings, or if your opponent is monk rushing, you don't want to have any buildings at the front. So they can't abuse that trick. Obviously needs redemption. Okay, the big ram push here now. Viper not having enough. Mangled here. Viper now rushing that TC. More houses behind this one. I think Stonewalls could have made more sense, but he had to invest everything into the castle. And yeah, even if he loses 20 villagers, he will be absolutely fine here if he defends this one. And now he even gets Sanctity. Interesting move. Gold control, not the prettiest for him, right? But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Viper only now getting the first relic. At some point I thought he could have been earlier there. Villagers can even deal with that. Oh, Monk comes over to convert the Mangonel. That's something I didn't expect. Probably not the greatest move ever. Villagers could fight here. DauT is trying to finish this game. If the castle goes down, there's still some hope. But even then, likely that DauT won't have too much left. And the big question is, can the castle actually go down? Pikeman now coming over. TC should finish this one. Kosti going for the attack. Obviously, the first charge. Already pretty nice. And Scorpions are being dealt with. Villagers now to the repair. And we should type GG any second here. DauT won't win that one, and Viper is going to be in the Arabia Invitational Finals, facing off against Mr. Yo or Hera, the series that is following right after this game. G to the G, Viper, quite controlled games. Now you have to ask yourself, if you face Viper in the finals, do you want to face Burgundians? And if so, how do you want to play this? Finals today? I think yes. There's some people saying no, but my information is that those finals are going to happen today at 19 GMT scheduled time. That's in 2.5 hours. Between that, we will fill the time with Hera against Mr. Yo. Could be a lovely one. Obviously, DauT realizing that this was the fast castle. A bit too late. Viper with a nice approach here with the defensive TC. You could make a really good argument that Burgundians is the strongest civilization we have in the game right now and are completely imbalanced. I don't know, but I wouldn't disagree. It just feels crazy right now how good their boom is. Hera's playing WGC later? I heard he doesn't. Because I should play him, and I was told it's not going to happen today. Yeah, Aussie Drogo is doing Viper with the DauT AU3, but that's a show match with recorded games. Yeah. 17 relic gold for the Viper. Quite some resource advantage obviously there, and that would have only increased. Look pretty solid. Look pretty solid there by the Viper.